Next presenters are Nihon Fukushi University from Japan and Mindanao Kokusai Daigaku from Philippines. Let's welcome them with a big hand.
Hi! Hello! じゃあ、皆さん、こんにちは。私はミンダナオ国際大学のジョイです。こちらは日本福祉大学のキヤと彩香です。
それでは始めたいと思います。
In this case, we should use English.
Oh, I see. English is needed for international occasions like today. I got it. Well, now we are going to talk about how to achieve our goal under tight global relations.
Okay, first, please look at these pictures. Global issues. Now, 1 out of 5 people live in $1 a day. In Saudi Arabia, females suffer from discriminations. And then, there are also many wars occurring around the world, right?
Do you know this person? He is Mr. Nagai, the journalist who hoped for democracy in Myanmar, but he was killed by the army. What do you think about these issues? It's very sad to think about this.
Let's look at the situation around the world. According to the United Nations Development Program, they compare countries by the ratio of 20% of the richest people and 20% of the poorest people. This comparison was called the Gini coefficient. Once again, the key word is Gini. And if the number is smaller, the people's incomes are closer to equal, and that means there is less conflict inside of the country. And now we'd like to give some examples of the countries. In the case of Japan, the Gini coefficient is 3.4. It's very small. If this number became more than 7, then it said conflict and demonstrations may occur. In the case of Philippines, the number is 9.7.
Next, trying to understand what people think about world issues. So we gave 100 survey questionnaires to both Nihon Fukushi University NFU and Mindanao Kokusai Daigaku MKD students focusing on their sense of globalizations. Please look at these charts, and the question is, do world issues affect your life?
Please pay attention to the result for NFU. The most of students said the world issue affect their lives.
And in the case of MKD students, 68% answered agree. So that means somehow global issues affect their lives.
The next question is, what kind of information are you interested in?
As you can see from the graph, 30% of NFU students said that they are interested in school life and their part-time jobs. On the contrary, only 10% of students said that they are interested in global issues.
While in my school, in MKD, they are more interested about fashion and diet. And the next, global issues. So just take a look at the differences between NFU and MKD students.
The next question is, do you have any relatives working in overseas? As for NFU, nearly 60% of students said no. In case of MKD, the 95% of students said yes.
We asked how often people use English in a week. As for NFU, only 10% of students use English more than 20 hours a week.
In the case of MKD students, 60% of the students there use English more than 20 hours. So it's 6 times bigger than NFU students.
When it comes to Japanese students, we could figure out our challenge for strengthening connections into the future. First, we are not keeping in touch with the information from overseas in our daily lives. Second, we have less opportunity to use English. And third, we don't have many relatives who are living in overseas.
To have strong connections with the world, we need a couple of skills. First, the use of media to get information. But we have to choose the only most important information. Second, good communication skills. We can connect to the world by communicating in English.
Then we made our own action plans in order to achieve those skills. Me in my school in MKD, we have Nihongo radio program and I'm one of the DJs there. We use Tagalog, English, and Nihongo, just for example. Minasan konbawa, yokoso. This is MKD Nihongo Radio, exclusively brought to you by Mindanao Kokusai Daigaku, only here in 105.1 Easy Rock. And this is your DJ Mai with love. Hey Mina, genki desu ka? Ano ba ang mga pinagkakaabalahan ninyo ngayon? Like that. Okay, and then, thank you. And then your information is very much helpful for us to enrich our program. So just keep posting information. Thank you.
Now, I'm interested in environmental issues or energy issues. Coming this September, I'm going to the Philippines. The purpose is planting trees and interact with local people. So I have to study English and get more information about the Philippines.
I'm supposed to join the overseas fieldwork activity this coming February. I want to learn a lot from NGO there. This will surely inspire my future work.
Last but not least, we would like to show the path we should follow. Maslow, a psychologist, pointed out, we need food, clothes, security, family, company. And after that, we need a self-actualization. Cosmetics, sweets, body image will never satisfy ourselves. We are all one family on this earth. There are many problems in the world. So we must think of others' happiness. To achieve this goal, it's time for us to take action with courage. Let's start something we can do from now on. For example, I will start reading English news online.
I will start texting friends with English.
And I will start Facebooking. Yes. これで終わります。
That's all.
ご清聴ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much for the nice presentation. Their presentation was wonderful. We could get an opportunity to think about our country's future. Teachers, do you have any short comments?
Yes, thank you very much. I think you studied very well about the issue you dealt with. It was a well-studied, well-researched presentation. And not only that, but also those studies were connected with your last inspiration for each one of you. So it was not just personal, but also global. Thank you very much.